What's going on, guys? What's going on? How's everybody doing? I had to restart this. For some reason, the thing wasn't working. So let's see. Let me go see. There's a lot of stuff. Actually, check this out. This is just picked this up today. This is going to be new I'm Beowulf merch, and I got the GP $1,800 hat. So you've seen the ones where it's the yellow, and then these ones just picked up, and at the shirts too, and yeah, a bunch of new stuff. I just picked it up today. So little boy Tupac, can you explain what's going on for the 2021 Yamaha Wave Runner? So I don't know how much explaining. I think I made it pretty obvious in the last live stream, but what's going on? They haven't started production. Doesn't sound like they're starting production on them to the end of see what's July, August, and then they aren't really going to be shipping anything out to like the first of the year, is from what Yamaha told me. So we'll see if it's true. You know, with all these plants all around closed down, I mean, who knows? So that's basically what's going on. So, you know, and it's usually it has stuff, and then kind of right before the first of the year people could get it. Now they haven't even started production. Let's see. 5 Enduro. So hopefully not another live stream of you hating on CD. I'll speak facts, but we'll keep the hating down to a minimum. I think we kind of all know what's going on. So I mean, I'll keep it down to a minimum. I don't want anybody to be crying, so I'll keep it to the minimum. SoCal Stand Up says, hate on CD. You won't. 5-0 Enduro says, I got enough from the last videos. See, Sean says, Sipu, laugh out loud. Rxpx. Yeah. All right. 5-0 Enduro says, he said he has an Rxpx. He says, I already ran Drive Oil, so I'm a little sensitive. 2020. 8 days old. So the person who you bought, the dealer, if you bought it from, didn't put any oil in it. Ocean Guy says, "It's up, Beowulf. What's going on, man?" So because the guy has it sunk yet? Has it sunk yet? Lich said, I heard they call CDs aspirins in Australia because they dissolve in the water. Sean said, do you notice a $300 difference in the intake rate for the GP $1,800R? I'm not sure what you're talking about intake rate. So-called stand-ups, just cool fact, buying the merch adds 3 miles per hour to the ski. Yeah, and besides looking super fly, definitely, I was into this. So it gives that kind of like, I don't want to say American feel, but it's sporting the theme of what the 2020s are. So I thought it looks pretty cool. And I got like t-shirts I got made up, and then tank tops, and I got the hats made up too. And I like it. I like it, gives it that different look. Bates on here, he says, yo, I found the issue. He couldn't talk on there. For some reason, I first did a live stream, nobody's on there, and then I like deleted it. So what happened is I was going to be on here at 8:30, and my brother swung by. I haven't seen my brother for a couple of weeks, and when we see each other, we got to wear, well, this time I wore a mask myself, and he's a lifeguard, and he thinks he's sick with the coronavirus is what's going on. So he dropped by the fuel tank for his wave venture that I'm hopefully going to install this weekend. I don't know. There's like a hurricane coming, so level or what do you call it? What do they rate? 1 and up. So there's like this hurricane going to Florida, and it's heading up here. We don't know, not sure what's going on. So he swung that by, and I just kind of chit-chatted with him. He wanted to see Ragna. Ragna just had surgery today. She got her ears cropped. I'll definitely bring her out to be seen. And yeah, so that got done. And in my Jeep, I found out the dealer finally called me today. They didn't look at it yesterday, and they called me today. What's wrong with it? And the front and rear seal on the transmission is leaking. Luckily, it's covered under warranty, and hopefully I get my Jeep back tomorrow. But with the storm coming, I don't think there'll be any riding. Sean says I got 130 hours so far on my GP. That's cool. Yeah, and there's like I got a bunch of parts just delivered to me too. Edwin said, "What's your favorite jet ski?" I have to say right now, it's a mix of the two. The SXR 1500 behind me and my GP 1800R. Those are, I'd have to say, it's like an even battle. It's comparing apples to oranges. I mean, it's not even a comparison. They're both jet skis, but you know, it'd be like comparing well, I don't even know what the best way you could compare them to. Matthew says, Sea-Doo reliability. Man, I'm gonna tell facts, but I don't want to be like upsetting people. I got them already. I got a little. I think I've went a little too much on my facts, so I'm gonna not, especially getting out of the Sea-Doo family. I don't want to make a bunch of people upset. So I still got the Rxpx hat right next to me. You can find that at IamBeowulf.com. Yeah, so the reliability, these carbon seals, and it sounds like the newer the ski, like 2019, 2020, 2020, for sure the 2021, they got a carbon seal issue. Some people have had to replace them a bunch of times. I've never had to get it replaced because I know how to take care of the ski. But there's some people, they love running that thing out of the water, and that's what just burns up that carbon seal. And yeah, that's probably the biggest thing. And then, you know, somebody just commented they just bought an RXTX new and ran dry oil. The biggest thing is, like, the thing about jet skis, no matter what brand it is, you have to look at stuff before going riding. You gotta check your oil level. You gotta make sure you have a battery tender on there. Look right behind me. You can see the SXR 1500 is on the battery tender all the time, so the battery is charged, ready to rock and roll. And all the other skis are on there. And you just got to look at stuff. I mean, you can't be this master mechanic, but you got to have common sense about going out there, because you can get stranded. I mean, anything could happen when you go out there. And look at stuff. I mean, check that oil level, make sure it's where it's supposed to be. You can't wait till it breaks and you're stuck out there, because if you don't have a tow service, it's super expensive. And yeah, John says, I want to get a 2-stroke stand-up. Yeah, 2020 is the last year for Yamaha with the Superjet. That is facts. Sean said the Riva intake rate. Yeah, they changed them. So originally I got their old one, and then, like I said, I got it. They sent it to me the day for some reason, they didn't tell me. And I think they got so much stuff going on, the guy I deal with didn't know. And I got it. I'm like, hey, this doesn't look like one they're all advertising. Luckily, they're nice and took it back, sent me the new one, and I actually got the new one's right here. And got me installing that. Hopefully sometime, maybe over the weekend. And then the other cool thing, so a lot of people might have seen online that Yamahas with the acid with the vent tube causes like damage and stuff. So I just picked up Riva Racing sells like a sealed battery for the Yamaha. So I just picked this up, and it's reasonably priced. It was like $100 something bucks, and it's sealed, so now I don't have to have like a vent thing. You know, where you can have. I've seen where some photos of people having acid damage on their paint. So just picked this up. So I'm going to be installing that soon. And we got cool stuff like these new handlebars, Revo Racing ones that fit right into the stock, replacing the handlebars on a SXR, and then new hand grips and stuff. Kind of excited about that. And then they sell like the end caps, the Revo Racing. They're the same ones that kind of are on my, I think they're identical to the same ones that are on my GP. Yeah, so I got tons of stuff to install. So I haven't put it on there, but the new intake rate. 5.0 Endurance says, I'm new to jet ski life, but a rubber boot on the rear of the motor tore, causing the oil to drain out while on the water limp mode back to shore. And that sucks, man. And it's a 2020. Chris asks, what's more fun, stand up or sit down? Jet ski. I think they're both a difference. It matters. I think the biggest thing, first, it matters where you live. It matters how many people are on the water. Like, I had more fun riding the stand up on a lake than I think on the intercoastal. It's too much to pay attention to. You know, like a boat could go blasting right by you. And yeah, there's a little bit more you have to be like strategically planning out. You don't realize how narrow it is until you come out there and you're like, wow. So you kind of, you know, I don't know. I was trying to get, my brother wants to sell. He wanted that little shout out. He's probably going to be selling his wave venture and wants to get a new ski. And I would tell him he got to get with me the new Yamaha Superjet coming out. I said, get that. And he's too obsessed with wanting to take girls on the back of the jet ski. I was like, man, you have more fun on the stand-up. You have more fun on the stand-up. Yeah, Bates said, Sea-Doo stand-up ski is confirmed. Yeah, right. I likely doubt that. That is lie. You're a liar, pants on fire. Trevor says, yeah, ripping backflips in the Cowie yet. Laugh out loud. Stand-ups are hard. Yeah, there's no backflips. This thing is like, you gotta remember, it's a 4-stroke engine, huge amount of weight. There is no backflipping that can be done with that. Look how long the thing is. It's almost as long as the sit-down jet ski. The thing's like it's all it is like a giant missile. Look at it. It just looks like there's like a missile sitting in my garage. Basis, where's the like squad at? Let's do better than 4 likes. Definitely. Let's get it up. Let's get the likes up. It helps the videos being seen, the more likes. So they're always one or these 2 haters. Maybe it's the same person, separate accounts, that likes to dislike the video. And it's funny, he does it every video, him or her or it, and it comes back the next video. So you're still watching. Andrew said, what's up? What's going on, brother? Lynch said, when do you think about doing that stage 2? I don't know, man. Sometime soon. It's not happening. I got so many parts that I've ordered that I haven't even installed. So like once I get to that, and then I can think of more stuff to do. I got too much stuff. I got there's stuff I got for my Jeep that I need to install. Yeah, definitely. It's sometime soon, but it's not happening tomorrow. We've been having like really bad weather here where it's been raining and stuff, lightning, and then my Jeep's getting fixed. So like I can't even go riding if I want to. I got nothing to pull something right now. It really sucks. Ethan says, would you want to link up? I pulled banana boats at a parasail company. Yeah, DM me on Instagram. I am _Beowulf, and we'll figure something out. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people seen too in Maine a couple of days ago. Woman was swimming 20 feet offshore. Great white shark threw her in the air. She was out there with her daughter. Person died, and people on kayaks are trying to drag her in. And yeah, there's some of my subscribers in the New York area that think there's no great whites, and they're all up there. They come up there in the summer. In the winter, they come down here to say hi to me. And anyway, so like I guess all the beaches in New York are closed right now, especially in Maine. So basically, you know, when you see from what I heard is it's basically just, you know, you've seen on Discovery Channel when the great whites go flying up and the seal goes flying. Well, that's what happened to that person. That's really crazy. Really, really crazy. 20 feet offshore. Not that far. 20 feet's not a lot. Big old great white out there. Yeah, it's sad. But she was wearing a black wetsuit too, what somebody told me. So I mean, it could be a big time mistaken identity out there. Let's see. Trevor says apparently the new do supercharged is maintenance free. They claim that, but then let me see. Let me find this. I'll find you guys a photo somebody sent me a couple of days ago. So this is from a 2020 Sea-Doo. Where is this at? Where did I put that photo? I saved so much stuff. It's like hard to remember where everything is. There we go. That's a 2020 Sea-Doo. Bone stock and the supercharger exploded. So, not trying to hate. This is what people send me. That's a 2020. I'm not starting to hate. I'm just telling you. I'm staying here. It's facts. I'm staying when I see. That's crazy. How did that do that? How did that happen? And then oh man, I don't even want to go there right now. Per said, hello again from Sweden. What is going on, Sweden? So, Per, my Doberman pinscher is called Ragna. Obviously, you know what Ragna stands for. It means warrior or goddess. And she has a Norwegian name, Ragna. Matthew says, I want to buy a Sea-Doo because of the features and storage, but I'm worried about reliability. Sounds like I should go with the Yamaha, ? Oh, man, it's a good question. Well, my Rxpx is for sale if you're interested. It's a very nice ski. Took very well care of it. That's probably the best, what I'd say, is a Sea-Doo to buy. Definitely they're hard to find right now. Any ski is impossible to find. If you think you're going to buy a ski right now, good luck, because they're impossible to find. They're out there, but they're not a lot left. Yamaha and Kawasaki, I think, are the better brands. That's just my opinion. Jason asked, did you switch from a Sea-Doo guy to a Yamaha guy? Well, actually, my first ever jet ski was a Yamaha. So I wouldn't say I switched. I have tried everything. I've had, let's see, 4 Sea-Doos, and 3 of them I got all in 1 year. So you kind of just see from experience. Lich said, would you buy a luxury ski? Probably not. That's just not into me. Ocean Guy says FX Limited for Gavin. He's So lifeguards, he's kind of on a budget. He's kind of like, he's like, fix my weight venture, and I'm putting it up for sale immediately. And I'm like, well, if you can find anything. I told him, you know, first I thought the stand up would be the least expensive on him and probably the most thrill level. And I asked Tommy the GP 1800R HO would probably be the best. Yeah, I don't know. The two stroke is just way too much maintenance for him, where he doesn't have a lot of time. John says I can't blame Gucci for wanting to take the ladies out. Yeah, but it sucked taking a lady out and your skis broken down and you're stuck out there and you're like, we're not going nowhere. I was like, never had the ladies just watch them cruising around the stand-up or something. To me, I like taking people out, but preferably I wouldn't. I mean, I personally think that if I took a girl out, it would be kind of a boring video because the whole time you're trying to make sure you're not getting thrown off yourself because of somebody's on the back. I mean, to me, I'd rather ride by myself than having somebody in the back. That's just me. Especially now too with the whole coronavirus thing. Ooh, man, I wouldn't. No, I've been feeling like my pad. I don't say I'm sick, but I don't know if I burnt my tongue. My tongue is like, I don't feel like I can feel a taste, but not. So I'm not saying I'm sick, but I had to go to the emergency room because of the leg swollen up, and I haven't been feeling too well since I've been there. But I had an N95 mask on, so yeah, I don't know. Let's see. What's all going on here? Bates arguing. Who are you upset at, man? Who got you all wired up? I'm seeing these comments, man. He's upset about a hater. Who got him all upset? Landon says I can't trust the Sea-Doo Rxpx to go offshore, or should I bring a Yamaha? I personally think if you're in waters where there's sharks, definitely you shouldn't go riding by yourself. I've done a lot of riding in the ocean by myself that I look back and think it was not an intelligent thing to do because if something happened, worst case scenario, you sink, shark flies out of the water and gets you. Who knows? I mean, you hit the water hard. I mean, you wouldn't even know. I mean, it's kind of like you got to be real careful when you're out there. You never know what's out there. If something's really hungry, you never know what could happen. I mean, there was some video I saw some women hiking and this black bear just like grabbed onto her. Luckily, nothing happened, but I mean, not a normal behavior of a black bear doing that. You got to be careful. Even there's like crazy thing. There's black bear out here. There was a Merle's Inlet restaurant bar last summer, and the bear went straight in the door. They had it's like where it's open where you walk in the door. There's no door. Well, there's doors when they close. The bear walked right in there and like did a muck and dipped out. It's pretty crazy. Bates says I also have a GP 1800 HO now, and it is normal for a jet ski to power up when I turn the handlebars. Each time I fully turn the bars, the RPM goes up to 4,000. I don't know. It seems odd to me. You tell me, though. I don't feel it. If you got like anything, it doesn't matter what brand it is. If you're having some like big mechanical issue, you should probably, if you don't know how to fix it yourself, you should go to the dealer. I mean, that's just Man, there is this hate between and stuff right now. Uh, uh, Ocean Guy says bait my 2019 GPR. Don't do that. And Bait says the truth is question mark. Yeah, I don't know. It hurts. Sea-Doo is a body kit with cool looks. Also works as a $17,000 fish tank centerpiece. There's some crazy stuff that can happen. Chris said a group of us headed to Destin, Florida to Crab Island. Big group should meet up this Saturday. We're driving 400 miles. Pierre said no sharks in North Sweden. No, I think there's what do you call it? What's that one big shark? They get super old. Green shark. I think there's the green sharks. I know there's sharks in Sweden because I remember I was a kid going to Sweden and they had the boats would go to the different islands to bring food there, and I remember seeing frozen shark and stuff like that from being a kid. Sharks are everywhere, but more in certain spots. There's actually like a shortage in most areas because of pollution. It's scary. I saw some stuff. They're talking about 2040, just how much pollution is going to be in the ocean. It's sickening. It makes me upset just even thinking about it. Ocean Guy says the woman was wearing a wetsuit. Yeah, wearing I think it was a black wetsuit, and you look like a seal. I saw this recent video, and this guy was on paddleboard right next to the shore. You couldn't see anything, and he stuck his GoPro underwater, and here's like this big tiger shark eating a hammerhead shark right next to the shore. Like literally, you'd walk off into the ocean, and it drops a little bit, and there would be this giant tiger shark, and you couldn't see him from the top. I mean, it's like my brother told me he swims this island. I guess you could say it's an island. He said he's swimming there every night with his friends, and I'm like, man, do what you want, but it's something hits you hard enough out there. I mean, nobody has tourniquets. You got to be a little careful about that. I don't think I have it outside with me. I got these like this new tourniquet. Like I carry a tourniquet, a whole survival first aid kit when I jet ski. I keep one in my Jeep too. But I got this really nice tourniquet, and it's a very important thing to have when you're out jet skiing because you never know, somebody gets hurt, bleeding out. You know, basically a belt or a tourniquet is the only thing to stop that, especially on the beach too. I mean, there was that girl last summer, North Carolina. She got bit right at shore, knee-deep of water by a tiger shark. I think it took like her fingers off, her hands, I think it was one of her legs, a bunch of stuff. And somebody had a belt, and that's the only thing they could do to stop the bleeding. And that's like real important with having that kind of stuff, my opinion. You never know what could happen. Scroll down these comments. Trevor says 80 degrees right now from my area. It's super hot and humid. I'm out here and it's like, whew. Ocean Guy said the water is very deep near shore. Also, the lobster 50 yards from shore. 68 degrees here. Yeah, it has to be Musquit. I think I said that. Mosquito James, man, that's what it is. 95 degrees in Houston. Yeah, no, it has to be at least like high 80s humidity, something right now. It's hot. Base is up 104 here. I don't know if it's that hot up there. GP rate rants. How many of those have you heard of? I'm not sure what you're asking about. Sean said, and that's why I never go out to the ocean. My ski called me a sissy. Jaws rocked me as a kid. Laugh a lot. You know the crazy thing, Universal Studios, I was watching this thing, Universal Studios, they built the Harry Potter thing, right, where Jaws ride was. So they have a fountain where it's supposed to be England. And I guess one of the mechanical sharks that was used on the ride is buried underneath that fountain. I recently found that out. I think it's really cool. And then that part where it's I'm not a Harry Potter expert. I don't know much about Harry Potter. I think it's just got a neat going there. It's different. So they got some dragon that breathes fire, and that's the same area where they had at the end where there'd be all the pyro when Jaws dies on the ride where that is. And I found that out. I thought that was super cool. There's a bunch of Easter eggs there in that area of Jaws related stuff from the previous thing, which I think is pretty cool. And I guess the original, when they first came out with it, when the park opened, the original Jaws they had in there actually had great white shark teeth in there, and it would bite down on the boat. And it's like, that's crazy. They had so many problems, they had to redo the whole ride. Branson, when is the dog show? She has a cone, so like she'll come out here. She got a cone on her head and stuff, and yeah, she'll probably be like not feeling being out here with that. I'll get her in a couple minutes because we're at 30 minutes right now, so I'll go get her in a couple minutes. I'm trying to catch up with these comments. Mosquito James says, I'm having a plastic weld my Spark this week, but we just broke in a new GP 18R and it's badass. Nice. Ocean Guy said, Sean, you're way faster than a shark. And actually, sharks move really, really, really quick. You'd be shocked how fast they move. And usually, a lot of fish get attracted by sounds like a boat or a jet ski and stuff. And they hear a noise, and they don't, especially if you're out in areas where they're fishing, commercial shrimp fishing, all that's around it is like dolphins, sharks, big stuff that wants to eat stuff. But it's not happens on a regular. I mean, they're actually crazy. More people kill more sharks a day than sharks are killing people. It's actually a sad battle what's going on. But sharks act different. When the great white sharks go up north, they act different when they come down south here. And because we don't have, really don't have any seals out here, then when you go up north, on the East Coast, there's a lot more seals. Chip Douglas says it was over 100 degrees here today. Yeah, it was pretty close to that here today, too. And Sean said that's why I ride early and late, Ocean Guy. That's crazy. Actually, the crazy thing is that most shark attacks happen early morning or at night, dusk and dawn. It's a prime time of great white sharks. That's why I think it's crazy. My brother's telling me, and he's like swimming a good distance in open and his jetty, and I'm thinking that's like, you don't know what's in there. And the crazy thing is some of these, like a bull shark bites you, they're not letting go. And a tiger shark actually will attack anything that's moving in front of it. That's why they eat like license plates and goofy stuff. Anything that's moving, like those are like a bull shark and a tiger shark are probably the two sharks you shouldn't be messing around with. I know he did get a shark ban, but even shark ban says that don't work against great white sharks because they come up from behind you. Oliver says all the way from UK. So UK. Lich said you should go ham on CDU like for a quick minute. I'm keeping it. I like the CDU people. I mean, it's cool. We all, it'd be kind of boring if we all had the exact same ski. So I mean, everybody can be different. We don't have to be the same. That's my opinion. John asks, I see a lot of skis for sale without a title. Can you still register them? That's a good thing. So, good question. So if they have a VIN, first they got to see if they're not stolen. Like in my state, when I bought the SXR, the state I bought it from, they didn't have titles because it came from I think it was Tennessee. So then you have a bill of sale, and then you send it into your, like for me, South Carolina, and then you should be getting a title back for it. But some states are real strict. Like here, I have a title for my trailer, but we don't have to have plates on the trailer. It's kind of crazy. And in some states, you got to have plates on the trailer. You have to do all this, and you have to have a sticker on your trailer. Here, you don't need to have. It's crazy too. You don't even need trailer lights, which is like really stupid. I mean, talk about somebody hitting your stuff. That's why I want to downsize to a single trailer. There's a lot of people get rear-ended. Like I think a couple days ago, I saw like 10 cars all in a row, all got rear-ended. Oh, imagine if you're pulling your trailer and somebody hit and damaged both your skis. That would suck. You'd have no backups. Your backup are all broken. Mosquito James says, I have a Kawasaki 310X. It is awesome. Recommend. Yamaha is always reliable too. Base says, go ham on Sea-Doo. Ocean Guy says, my Yamaha has no title. Trevor says, it's what the parts guy's telling me anyways about the charger while I was buying a new battery for the RXP 250, and I was skeptical. Ocean Guy says under 14, no title required. Well, every state's different with those titles. So there's some states that are super crazy about stuff, and there's some that just I don't know. They're all different rules. I know Illinois is like super strict with it, like everything. Man, you got these big dragonflies coming into the garage. Kyle said, what advice would you give for convincing your parents to purchase a ski? So if you're looking to get your parents to get you a ski, I don't know. Tell them what you'll do for work. Help them. Look, I'll paint the house. I'll do your roof. I'll do this. I'll do that. I don't know. The cool thing is there's definitely, if you search, there's a lot of vintage skis where you can pay a couple $1,000s. Like you look at the last video I posted, we put work racing sponsons and my brother's Yamaha Wave Venture that totally changed the handling of the ski, especially once we put the work racing intake rate. We'll give him more better handling. But he didn't have to go out and buy $16,000, $20,000 jet ski and can have awesome handling and have a lot of fun out there riding. So, I mean, that's what I recommend. I mean, you shouldn't break the bank to go buy a ski. Buy whatever you can afford. That's my opinion. And I mean, he's happy with it. To me, it's better to have any jet ski than no jet ski. That is total facts. Yeah. A bunch of people are telling Kyle what to do. Trevor says, hey, Kyle, just get them on to ride one. Bates says, they will agree, take them for a ride on a rental. Sometimes you just got to show them to not tell them. Ocean Guy says, when I pay the GP off, I got a release, a lien from the bank. Jason asks, how much are you asking for your RXTX? The one I'm selling is a Rxpx, and I'm asking $15,700. If you're interested, you gotta move a little quick because somebody is interested in possibly buying it on Saturday. So if you're interested, DM me on Instagram, IM_Beowulf. It's a nice ski. Actually, if you look, little view of it right there. Now the crazy thing is, if you look at Riva Racing's recent posts, they did their little custom ones, and it seems like they stole my idea with the yellow with the purple. Is what they did on their most recent one just coming out. Except for I think it's the green they used. But yeah, it looks like they're stealing some Beowulf ideas. Lidge said, how was your limited time with the GTR 230X? I thought it was nice, but you can feel a huge difference between that to the Rxpx. Like a huge, really big difference. It was fun. I mean, I like the seat on it. I like how the seat feels. Yeah. No trailer with my ski for sale. Bases, 0 dislikes. Doing good, I see. Yeah, because I'm calling out these haters. I think I have a good idea who the person is, and I don't think that person would like me telling who they are because they're they're in the business of jet skis. So I know who you are, man. You can't hide it. I know who you are. There's a lot of comments. I got to catch up with this. Steve says, have you had much seat time on the newer FX? What do you think of them versus the GP or the RxTX? Well, from the hard thing is there's not a lot of people riding these around here. It's actually crazy. Not a lot of people on jet skis. So the times I've seen up close with the FX SVHO, I'm really impressed. I think it's a lot better ski than what the RxTX. When you look at like speaker wise, if you want to compare them, you got like a digital touchscreen display. You know, to me, I think they're the best comparison. I don't think the GP and the RxTX are a comparison. The FX, SVHO, and the RxTX are the best to compare it. The GP and the Rxpx is the best I would say to compare it, or to a 310R. I think they're nice. So you get the JL audios and they got the subwoofer. Definitely really nice. But right now, it's good luck finding stuff. And I think 2021 is going to be even harder to find things. It's kind of crazy. Mosquito James says, what do you think about the Kawasaki Ultra 310s? I like them. I think a 310R would be cool to add to the stable here. Definitely, it's the hard thing is they're hard to find, and now they were already hard to find, and now they're like impossible to find. I don't think you can find one for sale right now. There was one in Georgia. It was like a killer deal, and I was like waiting to get the RXP sold, then I could have got it, and yeah, it is gone. So I can't tell you. Everybody's messing DM me like, "What are you gonna get? What are you gonna get?" Can't finger nothing till the RXPX is gone, and then seeing what's even could be found. I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna sell my RXPX, and there's gonna be this huge jet ski shortage, and I'm gonna be like, "Why did I sell the ski?" I know that's what's gonna happen. I just know it. I just have this like gut feeling right now. I'm gonna be like, well, it was nice having 3 skis, and now I can't get a 3rd ski. Let's see. It's really hard. I don't know why this thing's hard to scroll down. I mean, here we go. Here we go. John said the best video was when you saw those dolphins, and it was awesome because you looked for so long, and boom, dolphins were everywhere. That's a crazy thing. My brother is a lifeguard, so he's on the beach all day long, literally every day, and he can't really tell me that he's seen. I don't think he's told me he's seen any dolphin yet. It's kind of crazy. They've been spawning a lot of sharks though. They call them the gray fish. He tells me some stuff he doesn't like me telling you guys what it is. So I got to keep my mouth shut about certain things. What goes on the beach. Some of his bosses watch the channel too, so I don't want to get him where he loses his job. So sometimes you just got to keep your mouth shut. Landon asks, can a Yamaha GP 1800R have speakers? I think it would not be an intelligent thing, but if you look at my Amazon store, amazon.com/shop/I am Beowulf, there are speakers listed under jet ski parts on there, like speaker kits you can put in there. Basically, any of these ones out there, you can add speakers to them. They don't have to be something coming from the factory. But to me, you can add anything to anything you want, but I wouldn't do it with mine. I just, for what kind of riding I do, it's not what I would want. Also, too, on here, there's a money sign. You can show some support to I am Beowulf and don't donate some money. You don't have to do it, but it's always appreciated. Ocean Guy says GP more of a race boat. Perp Skirp said the new color hat. When will that be on the store? I'm hoping to get it up in the next couple of days. I just picked it up today. I got a whole box of different stuff, and you got the new shirts with this too. And then I got the regular GP 1800R logo with the same color scheme. And yeah, I'm hoping to take photos and get it up on the site. Hopefully over the weekend. I like the hat. The hat looks really good. I like both, but this kind of gives that. It looks. I really like the scheme on it. I was real happy how it turned out. There's like a real shortage going on merch right now of getting stuff. It's like unbelievable. It's just because not everything is made. You're thinking like China or something like that. Sometimes stuff is made in Mexico or other countries. And right now there is this like there's gonna be a real shortage of just in general a lot of stuff. I know every time I go to the grocery store, there's always like a shortage of food. And every time I go there, I'm like, I don't even know what I'm gonna get. Like for example, like I don't like to buy plastic bottles. I have like filters and all that. I drink like tap water. I don't like to buy like you have to buy water bottles. Like there's a hurricane coming here, so I'm gonna go probably to the store tonight or tomorrow and go buy bottled water to have because they've been advising with the water company is if a hurricane hits, there's a short period of time, maybe even a couple months, you can't drink the water from the tap. So you got to think of like your dogs and yourself. So, but I don't like to have plastic bottles. Here we have like a recycling center where you can recycle stuff. So I'm just not a big plastic person. So I like to have when I work out, like I do my bike riding and stuff, I like to drink like Gatorade, for example. So I don't like to buy the bottle Gatorade. I like to have, I have like this Yeti thing, and I mix. And this is what I take riding with me too. Awesome thing. And I'm pretty positive this is on the Amazon store too. I like this stuff a lot. I know for a fact it's on there. So it's nice and it stays. So I mix the Gatorade, the powder stuff in there. And there every time I go to the store, it's not there. Last time I went, there's like none. I'm like, this is not good. It just in general, every time going there, it's like I don't even know what I'm gonna get. Trevor said, "Laugh aloud. What is this a C2 garage sale stream?" I'm just getting people are looking. Once it's gone, it's gone. Let's see. People complaining about the G. You can't hate on the Yamaha. I mean, seriously. They gave $5, man. I appreciate it, brother. Going to the dog fund. I had to go pick up dog food, and I spent like almost $200 on dog food. It is like super expensive. Like no joke. I go there and I had to get a harness, but because you got to buy this puppy food and you got to buy the regular dog food, and it's like food for a month, and it's $200. I'm like, man. But you got to feed them good stuff. You got to always read those ingredients. That's how I lost my German Shepherd Leo. You got to pay attention to that stuff. I'm pretty positive. Oh no, it is cables going there. Edwin said, "Are you going to buy a new jet ski for 2021?" I'm planning to get something before the year ends. Is what my plan is. Cole asked, "Do you think cutting a water box with an angle grinder and a welder is a good idea to save some money?" I do not recommend that at all. I think that'd be a bad mistake, especially if you want to sell your ski at the end. You can put the stock water box in there, and really, when you look at what they are, they're completely designed different. And you got to remember, it fills up with water. I mean, it's one thing that can have issue of water filling up. It could sink you. I would spend the money and just buy the part. That's just me. In case you don't like it, you can put it back. I know I'm planning to put the Revo water box in my GP. Once I do the whole intercooler thing, it's like a whole step because I want to do the stage 2, but there's like a lot of stuff you have to do. So I'm just certain things you can do beforehand. And also too, I really want to keep my Yamaha really reliable. I don't want to have it where it starts having issues and stuff like that. So I like to have it where it runs every time and it works. You go too crazy at ski, the reliability goes away. Landon asked, what state do you live in? I live in the beautiful state of South Carolina. Originally a Midwest boy, and I'm in the southern state. I like living down here. I should move down here a long time ago. 3J4 Life A, just saying hi from Massachusetts. Massachusetts, brother. What's going on, brother? Hello from South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. Talk about that. I haven't been to the beach for a while, so maybe I'll plan, if it's not a rainy night and it's somewhere a little bit lit, I could do this whole live stream and be on the beach. That'd be pretty dope. You can hear all the waves coming in and stuff. Definitely, it might be on the list on my radar to be doing soon. I'm just avoiding the whole touristing. It's kind of crazy, not to be doom and gloom, but when I take the puppy to go to the vet, it's one vet with a specialist that can only do the ear cropping. It's crazy. There's big, giant bowling alleys right next to their place, right by this outdoor mall. Everybody's in there without masks, and you go to the vet, and you can't go inside there, and they're wearing masks. I'm wearing my mask, and it's kind of surreal. Like, you got people walking by you, they're just like not clueless of what's going on. And I've been following a lot of stuff going on in the news, and a lot of not stuff mainstream news because they don't let you know everything. And it's some crazy stuff going on, really crazy. Landon asks, also, can I make a video with you someday? Sometime. Chip asks you, what I don't get is how the SVH only makes 250, Rxpx is making 300, but the Yami is the same top speed, maybe faster or less HP. Well, the big thing is all these skis are governed in the United States, governed by the Coast Guard, so they can't make them however fast they want. There's laws. It's like same with cars and stuff like that. It's kind of basically. And then Chip said the 3-cylinder Rotec engine is seafood. Are kind of amazing, but they must be at the limit of stress due to being so overpowered in a smaller motor. Always having more cylinders is a good thing, but Chip goes, laugh aloud. I didn't mean sea. I mean sea-doo, not seafood. Mark said in Wisconsin, 14 feet and under, no title. Chip said to the past person was asking about getting their parents to get them a jet ski, said, tell parents that there are only GP 1800 or Sea-Doo Rxpx. Those are the only options. And it's pretty funny. But definitely, if your first jet ski, don't go buy the fastest jet ski. Work yourself up, because you could go out there and you could really hurt yourself. I've seen some of these videos of people even at spark tricks. Like once I saw posted on social media, and the person crashed in a boat, skis completely wrecked. I couldn't even imagine what the person's like, Yeah, it's you got to be real careful out there. They had last summer around 4th of July. Kid was in an RXPX and going out one of the jetties, and he must have hurt himself, flew off, and then he was face first down the water. And luckily, DNR were in the area, rescued him. But I think he was in a coma for like a couple months or something like that. Yeah, that's no joke. That's why I tell people you got to be careful. And he was a young person too. I don't think he was, I think he was a little over like 16 to 18 or something like that. Might be wrong. But yeah, he was on a 2018 RXPX, and I got really hurt. And that's why I tell people, man, that's the side of stuff you don't see. And you got to be careful. It's not all about how fast you are. Anything could happen, especially if the thing locks up on you and it'll just throw you like forward. And yeah, you got to be careful. Zingo asks, what's the top speed on your GP 1800? Where I'm at right now is 77 miles per hour. I think that's pretty fast, and it's a reliability speed. I mean, to me, you can't be really sitting there going that long. You can't be just boosting it out for a long period of time. You'll wreck any ski with that. So to me, the top end speed really doesn't mean anything. I mean, because you can't be sitting there for that long. See, I think I'm going too far like this. Let's see. Oh, Zinco donated $1. Sorry, I'm catching up to this, man. Thanks a lot for doing that. I'm like, I just jumped really far in this. I'm trying to get back up to where it was. Ocean Guy says you came down for 18K. Yeah, I'm priced to sell. I like to get the RXPX sold. So, Trevor said it's a Riva Beowulf limited edition. I seriously saw it, and I'm like, man, I was the first one doing that, and I'm thinking like, man, I should get some cred with that because it is like I've had it going on for a couple of years so far, and it seemed like that whole purple. I got the purple carbon fiber sponsons on there, and they did like this, not the same thing, but anodized parts and stuff. I'm like, man, you guys are stealing some of my ideas or something. But also a cool thing. I'll give a little shout out to them. Where is it? They sent me. They just have these limited edition wave blaster pins. Let's see if they sent me one of these with my last order, which is cool. Put that on my carry bag that I carry when I go around. So definitely a big cool pin to use on there. Hugo said, looking to buy a 2020 RXPX 300 this September when the price is low. Do you think I should just buy a 21? Hugo, you will not find a Sea-Doo or any jet ski price low in September. You'll be lucky to you can't even find jet skis now. And to me, who knows what's happening with anything 2021? I mean, be honest. I mean, you got the Sea-Doos are built in Mexico. They keep on closing and opening plants because of the COVID-19. Then you have all the whole customs things. You even have issues of what's going on with plants here in the United States. So be realistic. The fall, everything's going to get a lot worse. And it's sad to say, but it's facts. John Gibson said, "Sup? What's going on, brother?" Ocean Guy said, "You'd be lucky to find one, Hugo." Ocean Guy says, "I'm doing 75 with the stage 1 reflash." So I'm doing 77, and I have Garmin military GPS that I use, and you can find this on my Amazon store too. It's really easy to find on there. It's on Amazon.com/shop/. I am Beowulf, and you can see all the cool stuff on it. And there's different ones I have listed too. They're all different prices, but this thing's cool. You can mount it on your wrist. You can mount it on the handlebars, and it's what the military use, and it's nice. It's light, and it's waterproof. I love it. Love it. I've been looking for a while, finding like a really good one. I don't want one of those big, giant honking ones. I'm not being sent off into an expedition, and especially the military. They're not carrying around giant things they're carrying. And you can just have it on your wrist like this and just look, and it's nice. And it's not intelligent using your phone because it's not as accurate, and this is accurate. I can't pronounce this guy's name, but he says, why do people keep saying you can't find them? You literally can go on Facebook Marketplace and type the year and model and tons pop up because they're used. If you want to find new, you will not find them. Every dealer is sold out. Ocean Guy said, dealers in my state are empty. John Shelley says, grayfish equals sharks, laugh out loud. That's the code word. They can't say sharks over the radio. I think it's hilarious. My brother gets pissed I even say that. It's like, it'll cost me my job. People think it's, I think if somebody said grayfish, the first thing I think of is a shark. I mean, it's not that top secret. It's not like some code word. Hugo says, New York here. So New York. Perp says, sorry if you answered this already, but will that color hat be available in your store? Yeah, I answered that. I'm hopefully going to have it up this weekend, so just keep up to date on iambeowulf.com, and I got to take photos, and it should be up in the next couple of days. I won't think it'll be up tomorrow. It just matters when I got time. I got like a bunch of stuff to get to, so I'm hopefully have it by the weekend. It'll be up on there. Base is not here. Wilmington Power Sports have over 100 skis and some still in the crates. It was there yesterday. I went on their site and they actually don't have any jet skis listed anymore on Wilmington Power Sports. So they don't have. If you go on there, I don't think they had any skis listed. Real Gucci Gavin's on the chat and says, I see dolphins. So here, he's on here. Brother, you don't tell me you see that kind of stuff. I guess he sees dolphins. He's not told me he's seen dolphins. So I was thinking there's no dolphins out there. Chandler says, your Rxpx still for sale. It is for sale. If you're interested, DM me on I am_Beowulf. I got on Facebook Marketplace, and not to sound crabby or anything, but people have been just messaging on me to talk with me. I only have that thing listed to sell it. I'm not there. If you want to chat, you go on the live stream. You can DM me on Instagram, but like Facebook I'm not there to chit chat. I'm just trying to sell the ski. And people are like going on telling me all these stories, and it's just like, man, do you want to buy the ski or not? It's why it's up for sale. It's not like I'm there, hey. And big $5 to feed the doggos. They need some food. They need food, man. What else can I say? Appreciate it. I can't pronounce this guy's name. HEDS says, I have 3 German Shepherds and I spend $265 a month on food. Laugh a lot. I feel your pain. During breeding season, that jumps up. Yeah, no, it's crazy because it's like you got the puppy food and you got the adult food. Let's see. Daniel says, "What are your thoughts on the new rumored flat bottom design Rxpx?" I think there's a lot of smoke going on with that. I think right now they're just trying to make sure they can get out orders to people for the next thing. I think the only like ski that's going to be announced is the SG 1100 is what the rumor is, and it's going to be the 4-stroke Yamaha because they're the EPA and stuff. They're for whatever reason not going to allow them to be selling the old versions Yamaha Superjet. So I mean, I think that to me, I think they've been spending years on that since they knew Kawasaki came out with the SXR. They knew they had to do that. And I think that's what's going on. I mean, I really would be shocked that because they're not even going to have what kind of pressing can any of these people have? They can't have a dealer meeting. I mean, how could you host a bunch of people in one area? So I think a lot of this, even when they had all the release about the Dodge stuff, I mean, they're going to be announcing soon about the Ram TRX. It'll be the off-roading truck competing against the Raptor with the Hellcat engine. There's no going to be official big group people press thing. That's why I don't really think a lot of stuff's going on. I think they'll have to hold off to the following year or stuff gets normal. That's just my opinion. But we never know. Daniel said for 2021, Rxpx is with the rumored new flat bottom hill design. The hard thing is it's probably going to be Polytech and it won't be that great of a hull. That's just my opinion. Camilio said, "What's up? What's up, brother?" Cuba. What are your talents, Bay? Well, I got a lot of talents. It's a funny thing when I was a former, I had been a Boy Scout. I knew this one trick. It's real great. I think I could still do it, but I wouldn't do it on the thing. I could blow up a balloon with one of my nostrils, blow it real big. And it was my big talent when I was a kid, showing that. Lich said, "What are your current parts on the way for the GP?" So I got that new intake rate. I got this new sealed Riva Racing battery that I'm installing on that. I had it showed it earlier on the stream. I don't want to pull it back out of the box. And that's kind of what's going on right now. And then there's a bunch of new stuff coming for the SXR. I have like a whole bunch of stuff. It's just like I just got to get some seat time to just sit down and start knocking things out. And I got to fix my brother's jet ski besides that. So it's like, yeah, there's a lot of projects. And the hardest thing is when people don't realize when you have to do the work and you have to film it, it just makes everything a lot longer to take to do it. It's not as easy because then you're focusing on it. You got to focus talking, filming. Yeah, it's just a lot of work. Camelia said, "What Wave Runners 2021 release date?" So I've said this in the last live stream, and I said it earlier in this. So what is told by me from Yamaha, they haven't started production of the 2021s. They're not starting at the end of August. And they aren't going to be shipping anything out to the first of the year. Is from what they're saying. If it's true or not, but that's what Yamaha told me. That's the facts from Yamaha. So I'm going to believe what somebody told me. Hunter B said, "I got my name on the list for the 2021 GP Riva Racing Edition." They said October, November will be the release. I know that they do still have some leftover GPs on their website, which I'm shocked they still have a bunch. Kaz asked, "What's the best jet ski in your opinion?" I really would have to say sit down GP 1800R or Kawasaki Ultra 310R is my opinion. Bates says, "All I know that Sea-Doo should have gave this man the spark. Oh boy, was that a huge mistake on their end." I actually kind of do. I tell you, that's part of why I'm a little bitter with Sea-Doo. Their little Instagram stuff is like I was the OG of starting it, and they're going to lose me as a customer, and definitely it's going to be their loss, not mine. Maybe they probably didn't want to send me the Spark because they're too afraid it might sink and I wouldn't shut up about it. That's maybe probably why. That's right. They're like, oh yeah, oh, but if we give it to him, he's not going to keep his mouth shut. He's going to tell what's really going on. That's to me, it's like I'm honest and rather tell people what's going on instead of like lying about something. I don't believe that's a good thing in life to be like that. Yeah, sorry. There's like this gets like, man. I'm like, see. Basically, can we please let Beowulf catch up on the comments, please? Yeah, definitely. I'm getting buried on this. Landon said, should I get a CD because of speakers or the Yamaha, or can it show me the Yamaha? Yamaha FX, I keep saying this. People got to realize this. Yamaha FX, you can get JL audio speakers with the subwoofer. Touchscreen dash. What more do you need to be sold on? I mean, if it was me, like I said this before, when I bought my RXTX, if that was out, I never would have bought the RXTX. Like, I would have been like, JL audio speakers with a subwoofer? Yeah. Touchscreen dash? Yeah. Oh man, it would be Kevin asks, can you speak on reliability of CDU in general? Is it hard to tell what is sincere or accurate and what you're just a bias from many years ago? I've kind of stated this, and I don't want to. I really don't like doing these live stream where it's going to become a rant on CDU. It gets annoying because it's like I feel like I'm just every time repeating the same thing over and over again. But I had, look at some of the last live streams. I've kind of gone in a bunch of stuff, and then and kind of, I've seen what people show me. 808 Hawaiian says aloha, aloha Hawaii. Hunter B said, I used to think I was mainly biased, but I have legit gone downhill on reliability in the last 1 to 2 years. I personally think the 2018 CDU Rxpx is the best one out there. I think everything up 2019 and up is junk. And that's like, seriously, I'm not just trying to sell my ski on here, but I'm like, somebody who doesn't get that, they're missing out big time. Big time miss out. John says Gucci Gavin equals Mitch Buchan at Baywatch. It's crazy. My parents and myself, we collect signed memorabilia, and they got that on, like the old lifeguard orange thing, the flotation device, and signed by everybody from Baywatch, the TV show. There's crazy things. So my parents have a lake house in Lake Holiday in Illinois. On the island, there'd be the guy who played as Mitch Buchan. Oh, what's his name? Shoot, I can't remember that actor's name. His parents owned a house there on the water. I remember that as a kid. That was like pretty crazy. David Hasselhoff. There, John said that. Yeah, David Hasselhoff. Sometimes it's like I had it like I'm like, what's that guy's name? So David Hasselhoff's parents, huge home on the water. They had a big pool and all this, huge house up there. And it was like, once owned by him, and I think the mob owned it at one period of time too. It's got a, but it was a big talk. It was crazy. So like, we go to the Cayman Islands a lot, and I remember like back a long time ago, probably 15, 20 years ago, we're like walking down the street, and Tom Cruise ran right past us. It was pretty crazy. I have no problem repeating myself, basing it. I like to repeat it, because maybe if somebody's new. I think the hard thing in this live stream, I think you tune in and you don't see the whole thing. So I'm happy to answer the questions, but I just don't want to have this become like, because I want to respect the people out there who do have a Sea-Doo. I mean, everybody, we don't have to be riding the same ski, so I don't want to feel like I'm upsetting somebody, like putting a bitter taste in somebody's mouth. So I just really, I want to state some facts, but I don't want to be just like sitting there like just ripping a new one for Sea-Doo every single time. So, I mean, everybody should buy what makes them happy. Do in life what makes you happy. That's like the biggest thing. If you're not happy about something, you probably should change in your life. So I just see what people tell me, like somebody I showed earlier, the supercharger on a 2020 Sea-Doo Rxpx exploded and was blown stock. I think it's kind of crazy. Somebody earlier said they just bought a RxTX 2020 brand new, and the thing ran out of oil and barely had anything. I mean, that's stuff people should know. Like something's wrong, maybe how they're built, maybe how the dealer should have done better maintenance looking at stuff, or you should be looking at stuff before you go riding. But if something happened when you're on the water, that's the only thing. Like, I mean, the thing I just dislike the most about the RxTX, I like a ski. You pull the cover off the seat, and you can see everything. Everything. Nothing's hidden. I like that. That's just my opinion, because I like to do the work myself. So I like to see stuff. I don't want to remove 100 bolts just to pop off the back of the cover to see if there's water in the hole, or I don't know, just anything. To me, if you don't work on your stuff, that wouldn't bother you because it's not your problem. But even too, when you have to spray like the WD-40 to clean it after being in the ocean, it's a whole process of removing a gazillion stuff just to spray some WD-40. I mean, it's just, how much time you got all day, I mean, I'm trying to hate. I'm just saying it's the truth. I mean, I'm not. So how many people want to see Ragnar? We're going here, hour and 17 minutes. Want to get off soon. So let's who wants to see Ragnar? I'm gonna go get the dog. Oh man, it's hot out here. Ragnar. Ragnar. Here she is. So you can tell how different the dog. Actually, it's crazy. She's in there, and one of the ears are already starting to stand up. So you don't have to do this with the breed, but I do think they look a lot cooler getting their ears cropped. This is Ragna. She has a Norwegian name, means warrior, and she's my gonna be my new home protection dog, replacing my German Shepherd Leo. She's a Doberman Pinscher. Yep. There was somebody who thought she was here, just stand right there, girl. Thought she was a what do you call it? What's some other dog that doesn't look like a Doberman Pinscher, but they thought her head looks totally different when she got her ears cropped. So what happens is she has these stitches in for 2 weeks and they have to get them removed. And then there's the whole process of getting the dog to be you got to get the ears to stand up. But it's pretty promising to see the ear already standing up. So I better bring her out. The hard thing is having her out when it's hot and humid, and then you got a dog on you. But here she goes. That's probably the best to see her head. She's probably like, she's all drowsy still. But she's a cute little dog. She looks totally different with her ears cropped. But I'm happy to have her. She's my first Doberman Pinscher. She's a good little dog. But the crazy thing is she's going to be getting so big that I won't even be able to hold her like this. But I was glad to get her in real fast, get in this. And the crazy thing is I found a vet. There are only like 2 people in the whole state that do this. And I was lucky to find somebody who was actually close who could do it and got it done. And it's pretty crazy to just see. I'm actually really shocked. She was sleeping. And just her sleeping. Trying to give me a kiss? You're like, what is going on? Why am I coming out here? It's pretty promising. Her ear is coming up. I'm really excited. I was like shocked when I'm like, oh my God, her ear is already up. Yeah, Bates said, remember these times because they don't last forever. Definitely, she's going to be growing. And I'm going to be doing a lot of dog videos on my second YouTube channel, Beowulf Nation. Definitely, there'll be a lot of stuff. Right now, there's not much to see with her because she has this cone on for 2 weeks. And then she has to be separated from Willie because they like to play a lot. Like she can't have anybody like yanking at her ears or anything. So, hey, good dog. I'll probably just sit her right here. There you go. Just sit right in the ski. There you go. She's like, I just want to go back to bed. Yeah, you good dog. Bates says, does she bite? No, she said, to me, I've been really good. Like I train Leo really well. And yeah, look at this. I'll show you guys this. It's pretty funny. She's just sleeping. She's like, oh, this is kind of comfy. Just sleeping in the footwell. She's like, what is going on? Definitely, she's not going to ever go on the jet ski. She's she's going to be too big to be taken on a jet ski. Bull terriers like to go. Willie will be definitely. The hard thing is Willie being a white bull terrier. His skin's so like pink that he'll burn, and you can put suntan lotion on him. But I mean, he can barely be outside for that long. Here, let me put her back real quick, and I'll answer a few more questions. I'm going to get off because she's a little antsy. All right, so definitely, I know Cash and Pike love going on jet skis. So it didn't matter if I had the Rxpx. She wouldn't. There's not a lot of room to put him. You got to have the dog sit right in front of your lap, and it's kind of hard. That's why I was worried with Cash when there's videos I did of Pike and Cash, and it's Pike likes to go fast. I think there was some video me and Pike were doing like 100 and something miles per hour in the my Hellcat when I had it. Let's see. Steve asked, how does the GP handle compared to Rxpx, way jumping and stuff? I mean, everything changes how it handles by like the grippy of the seat you have, the sponsons. You know, the Rxpx has adjustable sponson stock, but it's real easy to install like the Work or Riva Racing sponsons. Like I'll show you guys too. Like I got these being installed soon. Let's see if I can even see it. They're ankle mats. They're not installed, but once these are on here, your ankle will rest in there, and this will even have more grip of going super fast through turns. So I mean, it just matters what you spend and then what your body can withstand doing it. So I mean, I couldn't say comparing them because it wouldn't be the same for everybody. I mean, it matters how you are physically, The seats matters how much grip, otherwise you get thrown off. I mean, there'll be this one video I'm on the Rxpx and I'm ripping really hard, and like I almost got whipped right off, and I was like kind of shocked. I'm like, whoa, that was a not expecting that. So I mean, plus you got to be careful because it's like I don't like whipping around stuff if people are around me because I don't trust people them doing it because they could hit into me or somebody or I hit into somebody too. Rather be safe than sorry. But I mean, even too, like the handlebars change. Like I had the Riva Racing handlebars, and even these, you can everything is custom how I want it to be. The angle, because you could angle the bars however you wanted. You could angle these. I mean, there was a lot of customizing, and plus there's different settings in there inside that you can adjust how the thing adjusts the handling and stuff. So, I mean, you're really comparing something. If we're talking stock, we're talking modified, you know, I mean, to me, I think it's funner doing a lot of mods handling than all speed mods. YZ said, you ever come upstate South Carolina? Well, I am basically upstate, like you mean mid-state? Because all the lakes are like a couple hours away. There's one lake. I've been looking at that. I want to take the stand up, try some lakes around here. I know I'm planning, I don't know when, but another trip up to the Midwest before it's summer ends. My parents were supposed to come down here to visit because of the whole COVID thing. My dad's a doctor. I already was telling him I didn't think it was safe for them traveling. And my mom's in some bad shape. She had like a shoulder surgery. She got hurt at a Jimmy John's, basically fell there, and she got to get a hip surgery after her arm, and she's in bad shape. I was crying earlier when I was talking. I felt really bad for her. And yeah, she basically has to recover from the shoulder surgery and then get a hip surgery because she has to be in crutches for so long. It's terrible. So she can't be in a car for that long, so you can't really drive down, and flying's your only option. And the cases here are just skyrocketing. It's unbelievable. I mean, mid-June last month, there were 500 cases in my county, and now we're talking almost 8,000 confirmed cases. It's crazy. So I want to make another trip up there to see them because I think things are going to get a lot worse. And I don't really can tell you the next time I'd see my parents. So I want to kind of make another trip up there. The hard thing is traveling right now where you got puppies. Even I could drive to a lake a couple hours away. You don't want to be just driving and leaving them behind. So Bates says he's see you later, brother. See you later, man. Thanks for the $5. I appreciate it. And Bates says right off. All right, I'm off. It was fun. It's late. See ya, bro. Great stream. Can't wait for the next video stream. Don't forget to smash the like button. Hit the subscribe. Go cop some of the I Am Beowulf merch. I appreciate that, brother. Thanks for the shout out. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. YZ said you should try Lake Josie in Salem, South Carolina, Clearwater, and mountains. Would make a great video. Yeah, it's a lot of just driving. I mean, I really think once my dogs get a little bit older, like the hard thing is it's like, you know, finding a dog sitter. I just right now wouldn't want a random person I don't know come in inside my house. It's like, it's crazy. Like I go drop my Jeep off to get fixed. Nobody's wearing masks there. I'm wearing the mask and I got to go if it's done tomorrow. So it's like, it's just hard traveling right now. That's a good thing. I go see my parents. I could go right up there and the dogs stay at their house and somebody's actually watching. They're just not left alone. So definitely next year, my plan was before all this kind of went crazy this year, is I was planning to try a trip driving coast to coast, go to the West Coast, come back to the East Coast, and just ride all over different places like Arizona, California, you know, different, just totally different places, and taking one or two of the skis and just going this like long road trip travel. And I had this whole thing planned, and yeah, it didn't come through what I thought was going to happen. So hopefully 2021 will be a good year with doing that. I'll answer 1 or 2 questions, and we're at 1 hour and 30 minutes, and I'm going to be tapping out. David said, "Do come visit me in Sacramento, man." I was there last September. I went to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios Hollywood, and I used to be a professional race car driver, and we had a reunion in Monterey, California. So we had this whole trip. We went jet skiing out there. We went to Halloween Horror Nights. Marco said you should go to Lake Powell. I think that was the one I was looking at. The hard thing is they're a couple hours away, and I want to like go there and see stuff before I go there because I'd want to take the stand up to go there. I think I would get bored in the lake with a sit down jet ski. Alex says, "Have you found a wave blaster yet?" No, been searching, and yeah, some people selling them are just really, I think, really overpriced to what they are. Some are like really beat up, and they're asking a little bit too much money than willing to spend. So definitely it's on my list in trying to figure this all out. So probably the first agenda is getting the Rxpx sold because I like to get rid of my dual trailer and get a single trailers from now on, just to make life easier with pulling. And I'm still waiting. It's really aggravating. I'm waiting for a Triton. I got a bunk broken. Actually, in the Yamaha, the bunk split the wood, and I want to get a new one. And they're just like, I've been waiting for months. I finally get a hold of them, and it's just been phone tag every day. It's driving me a little crazy. I think Triton Trailer makes really good trailers, but they're not getting a shout out tonight. I think their customer service is terrible. I mean, all I just want is a part sent to me, and they're making life really difficult. And yeah, Triton, send me that bunk so I don't have to worry about stuff anymore. I mean, it's like for a couple months, and I'm waiting and waiting. Pick up the phone when I call you back. All right. One more question, I'm out. Get the typing, and then I'm gotta go check on the puppies. I know Willie's probably want to go outside. Marco said Jacksonville is a cool. You can go in the springs around the area. That's definitely the cool thing to go to, and it's not that far of a drive. A lot of those trips would have to be planned for next year. And be safe, people in Florida. I heard there's a lot of people with the hurricane coming, electricity's shutting down and stuff like that, and it's scary because the hurricane's coming in this way too. It's kind of crazy. It's pretty calm out. Todd said, "Thanks for the merch and the videos." Thanks, brother. Marco says Silver Glen Springs, Beowulf. So we'll check that out. RG John says favorite PWC you've ever owned would be, I have to say it's the GP SXR 1500. They're probably in the top two of my favorite. Alex is a GP 1800R electric throttle. If it is, does it stuff up over time? It's electric. I've had no problems because I pulled it all apart when I had to rip out the intake manifold and do the different mods with that and tap it in there for the blow-up valve. So I've not had an issue. All right, so we're at about 1 hour and 34 minutes, and it is time for me to get off. I can tell when I'm getting tired. I like doing these later because there's a lot of people viewing these that are from other countries, so we kind of hitting it's real early morning their time, but at least they can see a live stream. I love answering the questions, love answering whatever it is, even if it's the same question over and over again. I'll answer it because it is a big decision if you already own a jet ski, plan to buy a jet ski, what you want to purchase. So I'm here to help you guys out, and nobody's paying me to tell me what to say. I'm speaking honest and facts of what I see going on from people telling me or experiences I've had myself. So I'm going to be signing out. Be driven to win. Remember, every day is Earth Day. Be safe out there. And if you want to check out my Amazon store, amazon.com/shop/I am Beowulf. Make sure to check that out. Make sure to get some of your I am Beowulf merch at iambeowulf.com. Just picked up these new hats. They'll be up there soon. Hopefully by this weekend. So check that out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, Beowulf Nation.